We just watched The Wizard of the Kremlin, and you're about to get a straight out the theater, popcorn in the teeth, regular dude review with zero spoilers, zero wins. This is the Regular Dude Review Show, and we are
At the cinema.
lions and tigers and bears, oh mother Russia. The Wizard of the Kremlin, it acts like a dramatized documentary, not too much documentary, bits and pieces of it. It was slow, the suspense grew. It's less action than I thought there would be from the trailers and whatnot, but like, you know, if you like documentary style or historical movies that are, you know, mostly based on fact and whatnot, and you like good performances, I think you'll like this one.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I expected from the trailer, like a gritty thriller, and that's not really what I felt like I got. I mean, it was an intriguing take on how power is viewed and how much goes on behind the scenes that we don't see, but The Wizard of the Kremlin kind of was lacking the magic.
Have you seen it? What you thinking? Are you gonna see it? Let us know below. So, we're gonna give it the Regular Dude Review. So what we do is we divide the movie up into 4 categories and we give them up to a scoop of popcorn, then we add those up to give it the popcorn size rating. Well, the first category is story. Will it get a full scoop of popcorn? No, I'm gonna give it a half a scoop of popcorn. It was a deep dive into the rise of Putin, but it had, you know, great dialogue. Pacing was slow, like the movie was narrated, you know, it was like a story being told. The suspense build up, you know, like by the end of the movie, you know, I was feeling it. It took a while. It did give you, it made you kind of feel for the main character a little bit by the end. It also made you kind of wonder about the fate of certain characters. It kind of just disappeared or whatever. Like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a half a scoop too, Ryan. I mean, it was an interesting story for sure. It's kind of an inside look at like the shady side of politics in Russia and Vladimir Putin's rise. It's kind of eye-opening, really. I mean, but with that said, it's very slow-paced. It's kind of boring at times. Very, very dialogue-heavy instead of focusing like on the drama of the situation, I think. So that's why I had to give it a half.
Yeah. So the second scoop goes to performances. This is where it's going to get a full scoop from me. Like Jude Law, he embodied Putin. Perfect casting right there. I would almost watch Jude and Stan play Putin and Trump and something. You know, I'd almost watch that movie. But like, you know, he was fierce and cold in there. He portrayed Putin like, this is basically what I would imagine he'd be like. Paul Dano's calculated and reserved, did a good job. Alicia Vikander, however you say her name, like she went through transformations through the film. She brought some emotion into the film, did a good job. So
yeah, all right, man. I'm gonna give it a half a scoop here as well for performance.
Go ahead, sorry.
I mean, Paul Dano and Jude Law had great chemistry on screen and stuff, and Jude Law had a very solid individual performance, man. He, like you said, he embodied Putin. He really captured his mannerisms and his demeanor so well. It was interesting that he used a British accent rather than like a Russian accent, but whatever. Paul Dano's delivery to me was a little flat sometimes, and the emotion was lacking. So that's why I had to give it a half.
Yeah. The supporting cast was pretty good too. I meant to put that in there. Like, nobody was like horrible in there, you know. All right, so the third scoop we're gonna give to Theatrics, and it's getting a half a scoop for me. Just like, you know, there was great cinematography in there. The sets were, you know, beautiful. Some of them, you know, had good lighting and all that stuff. I really can't recall the score of the film, but just those weird cuts and then like chapter names popped up with kind of poor graphics a little bit, looked like old and dated. So yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to give it a half a scoop as well. They probably could have benefited from having a score. Like you said, it kind of just was non-existent. It would have helped build some of the drama and stuff. The camera work was pretty average, really. I mean, I did like the use of the old archival footage that they threw in there. I felt like they used it in the correct way. But I mean, really just nothing else that wowed me that much.
All right, so the fourth final scoop, that's going to experience. Probably the most important scoop. It was slow but interesting, man. It felt like I was learning some history. Just like it was slow, man. The suspense finally kind of started building up towards that last act there. I enjoyed it, you know, but not totally. I didn't hate it for sure, you know. You just have to have a taste for these type of movies, I think.
Did you give the scoop?
That's a half a scoop.
Okay. Okay.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna agree with you, Ryan. I gave it a half a scoop. I mean, I think it was kind of a learning experience almost, and it was fascinating to see that side of politics. But it was rather boring a lot of the times, and there was, like I said, it was dialogue heavy, and sometimes, if this makes sense, I feel like there's a lot going on, but nothing at the same time. Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes it just was weird.
Yeah, it kind of delved into Vadim or whatever his name, the main character's life a little bit, like personal stuff. But I guess that kind of had to be part of the heart for the ending a little bit, maybe. So that's going to bring us to the popcorn size rating. We're going to add up all the scoops we just gave it. So I give it an overflowing medium. I'm not going to put any salt on it. I'll put a little bit of butter. I don't want to refill. There's great performances. It's a little bit interesting historical moments, you know, the dramatization of it, of course. It's just kind of slow and steady throughout the film.
Yeah, man, I gave it a medium popcorn. No extra salt, no extra butter. And no, I don't need a refill either. I mean, it was interesting if you're into politics, or if you just care to see like how dark politics can be and like that side of politics. I think you might like it. But I mean, that's all I really got to say.
All right. You know what I got to say? I'm Ryan Jacob.
I'm Brandon Kelly.
You're the Regular Dude crew. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time at the cinema.